Hey everybody, Truth Dog here, internet's favorite dog, back at it with another video. Today, in honor of the coronavirus, we're going to look at what happens when you die. This is going to be some useful information for everybody out there, whether they be the person who dies of the virus or the person who's killed by the police officer who comes into your house and tries to force a vaccine on you, and you say no, and then they blow your head off. Hopefully it's going to be that quick. Anyway, this is from the famous documentary Star Wars, starring Princess Leia, and wait, Star Trek, Janeway. Yeah, I love this show. So yeah, this is a scene from the Star Trek, right? And this character Janeway, she's on the brink of death, and her soul has been sucked up into the moon matrix through the white light soul net, and an Archon is impersonating her father, trying to manipulate her into reincarnating, recycling back into this purgatory hell we call Earth. Take it away, Miss Janeway and her fake father.
I don't care. I'd rather be here in spirit than not at all. A captain doesn't abandon ship.
Every hour you stay here makes it that much more difficult to leave.
Why are you pushing me? I've made up my mind. I'm staying here.
The cortical stimulator is working. I'm getting a weak pulse.
She's coming back.
So there's all her friends, there's Chewbacca, Luke, and Han Solo, and they're trying to bring her back. We're looking through it from the perspective of Janeway's real body. She, like I said, she's dying, and these guys are trying to resuscitate her.
His quarters in along with the stimulator.
What was that? What happened?
What do you mean?
I saw Tuvok and Chakotay and the doctor.
Here?
No, it was different as though I were looking up at them.
An hallucination like the others.
I didn't feel like the others. I didn't see myself. I was looking up at them. That's the real me, isn't it? Lying on the ground on that planet, dying. And this is the hallucination. This isn't real.
More denial. You're only making it harder on yourself.
He's gaslighting the hell out of her. I also just want to say how good the acting is in this, particularly this guy. He's doing a really good impression of a psychopath. He's like, he's got that duping delight thing, and also like he's smiling where it's not appropriate. I've noticed that with crisis actors, that they'll be smiling when it's not appropriate, and I think that what they're trying to do is come across as good-natured and good people, but they get the mood, they get the emotional wrong. And also like just the tightness of his face and all that sort of stuff, that's not genuine. Just really good acting on whoever this guy is.
You're trying very hard to convince me to come with you. Why is that? If what you're saying is true, why not let me come to the decision on my own?
I'm trying to spare you unnecessary pain.
My father would never act like this. He always believed I had to learn my own lessons, make my own mistakes. He never tried to shield me from life. Why would he try to shield me from death? You're not my father. I could be imagining you, but I don't think so. You have such a specific agenda. You're determined that I go with you somewhere. Who are you?
I'm trying to help you. Stop fighting me.
Are you an alien being of some kind? Is that it?
Her eyes are open. Vital signs are responding. Blood pressure 60/30.
But the entity is still inhabiting her cerebral cortex, impeding your treatment.
Catherine, hang on. We're bringing you back. Just fight a little longer. Direct synaptic stimulation might drive out the alien presence.
I was right. I heard Tuvok and Chakotay and the doctor. You're an alien. You've created all these hallucinations, haven't you?
This is what my species does.
See, okay, he'll go on to explain it, but basically that's an Archon, aka a demon, one of Satan's besties, and he's impersonating her father. She's dying, and what they're trying to do is give her a cock and ball story, manipulate her emotionally into reincarnating back into the Matrix. And this is what will happen most likely when you die. They'll appear to you in the form of someone who you loved or respected. It could be family, it could be friend, it could be even a celebrity that you looked up to. That's why it's important not to worship false idols, because any belief system that you have will be used against you at the moment of death. As they say, you can't spell belief without lie. And say you believe in Buddha or Jesus or even Captain Crunch. They'll appear to you in that form. They'll tell you everything you wanted to hear, and then they'll say you need to come with me wherever, and you'll follow them. And then next thing you know, you'll wake up as as a crying baby in this hellhole of a world, and you realize, oh shit, I was tricked again. So that's why it's very important when you're here to raise your awareness, raise your discernment, intuition, and whatnot, because when you die, you will be tested.
At the moment just before death, one of us comes to help you understand what's happening, to make the crossing over an occasion of joy.
And what is that?
Our matrix, where your consciousness will live. I was being truthful when I said it was a place of wonder. It can be whatever you want it to be.
Then why didn't you tell me this from the beginning? Why pretend to be my father?
Usually people are comforted to see their loved ones. It makes the crossing over a much less fearful occasion. I've done this many times, but I've never encountered someone so resistant. Something's happening.
So I guess what they're getting at there is that the people who die and are actually able to see through the illusion are in the vast minority, and that's obviously the people who are real, because I don't think that any of the NPCs here actually have souls, and that they actually go through this reincarnation phase. I truly believe it's only the real people who go through this process in death. I mean, it's possible we're the only people who do die. So, go back to it.
The alien presence is getting stronger again.
Fight it, Catherine. Fight it just a little longer.
I'll have to try a Thoron pulse.
My people are telling me to fight. They're trying to save me.
They're trying out of desperation. It's hopeless.
You're the one who sounds desperate. I don't get the feeling you're trying to make me comfortable. You're only interested in my agreeing to come with you.
Because it's inevitable.
And you don't strike me as any kind of good Samaritan. You're more like a vulture, preying on people at the moment of their death when they're most vulnerable.
I've waited for you and I've been patient.
So to hear that, you have to agree. Most likely, the majority of us who are here, we were tricked and into agreeing to come back to this matrix, which is, this world is a negative copy of Earth. It's a lower dimensional version of where we came from. That's why everything here sucks. That's why it's basically hell for good people. I believe it's technically purgatory. They show this in the TV series Lost. They show it in the movie Jacob's Ladder. Probably a few other things as well. They're showing it here. I wouldn't say that this world is hell technically, but it's a version of hell. It's purgatory. It's somewhere between good and bad. And the reason that they make the world appear to be a good place and appear to be a happy place where you can have hope and have joy and experience moments of positivity is that they want you to raise your vibration enough, because the way that etheric energy harvesting works is that they want you to raise your positive vibration so that then they can dash your hopes and gaslight you or gang stalk you and convert that positive energy into negative energy, which is what powers this world. I believe like we're batteries for this world. The real people are in the minority, and we're basically distributed 1, 2, maybe 3 people tops per town. We're like power stations, beacons of light, and they want just enough of us to power this world with our negative energy. And our thoughts create reality for them. They want just enough of us to power this world, but not too many of us so that we're meeting each other and raising our vibration to the point where we're happy and we've got safety in numbers where it's hard to bring us down. So, yeah.
Your patience is wearing thin. What's the real reason you want me in that matrix? Somehow I don't think it has anything to do with everlasting joy.
You must go with me.
If you could force me to go, you'd have done it already. You need me to agree, don't you? I have to go voluntarily.
Wouldn't that be better than standing here in this endless debate?
Let me tell you this. We can stand here for all eternity, and I will never choose to go with you.
See, she uses the word never. That's very important, especially when you're dealing with psychopaths. When you say things to them like it's never going to happen or whatever else, it actually does repel them a lot of the time. So yeah, that's what happens here. She says no to him officially, and she passed the test. So he's going to leave.
You're in a dangerous profession, Captain. You face death every day. There'll be another time, and I'll be waiting. Eventually, you'll come into my matrix. And you will nourish me for a long, long time.
So what he says there is he's confident that when she dies the next time that he'll be able to trick her, because obviously he's going to change his tact. He won't impersonate her father that time. He'll come to her with some other some other cock and ball story. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a loved one that they'll use to manipulate you. They could come to you as an alien or even in their true form and tell you that you're very important, well, you're very special. We watched you live your life and you're the perfect person for this mission we have. We want you to come back to Earth and help people, you know, and they'll appeal to your ego. They'll tell you you're going to be a hero and you say, oh, that's great. And you'll follow them. And like I said, you'll wake up as a screaming, crying baby, realizing, oh, crap, I effed up again. So he's confident that he'll be able to get her next time, and that once she's in the Matrix, that she will nourish him for a long, long time. Obviously, with her negative energy. So there you go.
Go back to hell.
So you go back to hell, coward. And the clip ends here, but what happens is when he goes back into the Matrix and it closes, it actually shows the Eye of Sauron, which is, you know, the Eye of Satan, aka Saturn. So there you go, fun little clip from Star Trek. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. If you did, be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and ring the bell. Truth Dog out. Woof woof.